Hello students, the last period we have discussed about parts of respiration. Now we are going to start circulation. Before this, we have discussed about transportation in living organism. Whether in the unicellular organisms or in multicellular organisms like human being, there must be continuous supply of food material as a source of energy, and there must be continuous supply of oxygen as a source for the energy production, that is for the oxidation of food material, and there must be release of unwanted or toxic material from the body of the cell or body of the organism. In the multicellular organism, what happens? Food material and oxygen which is continuously entering from the surrounding in the body. On this material, there is a process, physiological reaction takes place in the cell, and foreign products are given out like carbon dioxide, nitrogenous space, fecal matter. All the substances are given out from the surface of body with the help of membrane or through the separate systems. So this transportation is necessary inside the body. The circulations are observed. The circulation of material within the cells like WBCs, cells of the root hairs. In the unicellular organisms like amoeba, the particular type of movement is observed within the cell for the transportation of material from one place to another place, which is called as cyclosis. This cyclosis, which is nothing but intracellular transportation or intracellular circulation. Then in different organisms, circulations are observed. In the flatworms, there is parenchymal circulation is observed. In case of roundworms, in case of arthropods, what happens? The material passes through the creeks and crevices which is outside the cell, which is outside the organs, which bars organs. That means that the material transported over the organs and system called as extracellular transport, which is necessary. So this is about transport of material which is necessary for the supply of source of energy after the formation of energy to release, to give out the toxic material inside the which is produced inside the body and thrown out outside the body. So transportation is necessary. So within the cell, within the organism, circulation is observed. Circulation in animals. This circulation would take place with the help of two types of circulating fluids, that is blood and lymph. We will discuss about their definitions afterwards one by one. On the basis of circulating fluid present in that system, these circulating systems are of two types. One is the blood vascular system and lymph system or lymphatic system. The blood vascular system, which consists of blood as circulating fluid. For the circulation, blood vessels are present. For the propelling that blood or body fluid, there is a presence of heart, that is pumping organ. This blood vascular system is divided into two types. One is the open circulation, second is the closed circulation. Open circulation observed in the lower organisms like cyclones, in the cockroach-like organism where there is an absence of blood-like respiratory gases transporting material, but there is a presence of body fluid due to the absence of respiratory pigment which is colorless, which is called as body fluid, which is present in the lymph vessels, lymph sinuses. These blood vessels are absent in these organisms. Blood vessels are absent, so blood flows or body fluid flows within the creeks and crevices which pass all organs. There is a direct contact between that circulating fluid and the organs, circulating fluid and the tissues. At the same time, the circulating material which is not under more pressure, which is slowly pushed in forward direction due to the fluid they are produced or which is carried by the heart. In this way, which is under very low pressure, there is a direct contact between organs and the circulating fluid. Absence of blood vessel, that is the speciality of one type of circulation. Example is the corpus. Then closed type of circulation, in which circulating fluid circulate within the closed vessels or blood vessels, and the circulation takes place with the help of pumping organ like heart. This closed circulation, which is of two types. The first, single circulation, second is the double circulation. What is single circulation? In case of fish-like organism, heart is two-chambered. So this heart carries this blood for the oxygenation to the gills. After the oxygenation, which is carried back to the heart. The heart is blood propelling chamber, which consists of two parts, atria and ventricles. Ventricles receives the blood and auricles. Atria receives the blood and ventricles propels. Then this deoxygenated blood from the heart carried to the gills for the oxygenation. The oxygenated blood carried to the different organs, parts of the body, and then it enters into the lungs. So many times this heart is called as venous heart. Venous, only deoxygenated blood carried, the organ is present, so called as venous blood. So this is about open type of circulation. Then about closed type of circulation, which is observed in the higher organisms, that means in the higher modes. In case of human being, this double circulation is observed. The double circulation means at the time of circulation, the blood enters two times in the heart. So, which is divided two steps, not two types, two steps. One is the pulmonary circulation, second is the systemic circulation. In this pulmonary circulation, what happens? From the ventricle, deoxygenated blood, which is carried by the pulmonary artery to the lungs for the purification, and from the after the purification from the lung, which is carried to the left atrium, and this left atrium to the left ventricle, and left ventricle propels blood to the different parts of the body with the help of arteries, mainly the dorsal aorta. Then at organ level, there is exchange of material takes place and collected with the help of superior and inferior vena cava to the right atrium. Here, pulmonary circulation means blood from the right ventricle to the left atrium through the lungs for the purification. In the systemic circulation, there is a circulation between left ventricle to the body organs and from body organs to the right atrium, generally which carries deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. Here these two circulatory systems forms double circulation. For one circulation, the blood enters two times in the heart, so called as double circulation. Then about circulating fluid. Circulating fluids are of two types. consists of three components: blood, circulating fluid, blood vessels, and heart pumping organ. So we discuss about composition of blood. Actually, blood is a fluid connective tissue which is formed from embryonic mesoderm, This blood in the human being, which is red in color, viscous, slightly alkaline, slightly heavier than water, fluid connective tissue. This blood, which is important, so which is studied under the separate branch called as hematology. Under which blood is studied. This blood consists of two parts. First part, which is liquid part, called as plasma, and consists of about 55% of the total blood volume. Second is the formed material, that is the blood corpuscles, and the percent is about 44%. These blood corpuscles are of three types. We know that RBC, second WBC, and third blood platelets. Three parts, three components. We will discuss one by one. First about RBC. These RBCs are elliptical in shape. These are non-nucleated. This non-nucleated cell, which is about 7.2 micron in diameter, at the center stroma region is present. These RBCs are also called as erythrocytes. These erythrocytes, the count is about 4.8 to 5.3 million per cubic millimeter in the male. In case of female, which ranges from 4.3 to 5.2 millions per cubic millimeter, which is called as RBC count, which is necessary. These RBCs are produced in the bone marrow, red bone marrow in the adults. In the fetus, which is produced in the liver and spleen. So organs where these RBCs or erythrocytes are produced are called as hematopoietic organs. And the process in which these RBCs are produced called as hemopoiesis. Lifespan of each RBC, which is about 120 days. After the completion of their lifespan, these RBCs are worn out in the liver and spleen. That is the graveyard of the RBCs. So these RBCs are important. These RBCs play an important role in the transport of gases, as well as which maintains viscosity of the blood. This RBC consists of hemoglobin, globin, that is the protein, and iron. This globin protein or proteinous amino group which reacts with carbon dioxide and transported. There one more thing is present in the RBC enzyme. Carbonic anhydrase is also present, which plays an important role in the formation of carbonic acid from the water and carbon dioxide. At the same time, which also helps in the dissociation of carbonic acid into the water and carbon dioxide at the alveolus area in the lungs. That means which helps in the transport of carbon dioxide as well as transport of oxygen in the form of oxyhemoglobin. So, which is important. These RBCs are present in large quantity in our body. Due to the presence of hemoglobin in the RBC, these RBCs are red color. So, our blood is also a red color. So, these are our RBCs. Then we will discuss about WBCs. The WBCs also called as leukocytes. These leukocytes are of two types. Their number we discuss one by one. These WBCs are, that means WBC count is about 5,000 to 11,000 per cubic millimeter. These all are nucleated cells. RBCs are non-nucleated cells. RBCs are non-nucleated, but in the camel blood RBC and llama blood RBC, nucleus is present, which is important. Generally, in our body, the percentage of WBC, which is less, but those are important. These WBCs are colorless, means white color, so called as white blood corpuscles. Those are irregular in shape, nucleated, and in which amoeboid movements are observed. These WBCs are divided into two types. Granulocytes and second granulocytes. Granules are present in these cells, and those are produced from the myeloid stem cells. These are formed from myeloid stem cells. These granulocytes are divided again three types on the basis of the granules stain with the help of which stain and nature of nucleus. In the granulocytes, nucleus which is lobulated. These granulocytes are divided into three types. First is the neutrophils. Total number of granulocytes is about 72% of the total volume of the WBC, and neutrophils, their number is about 70%. In this neutrophils, 3 to 5 lobed nucleus is present. In the cytoplasm, granules are present. Those are small and fine granules. These granules are related with secretion of substances. So these granules are also important. These neutrophils are important for the protection of the body from the entering pathogens. This neutrophils helps to the body by phagocytosis, by engulfing, by killing so act as defense system of our body. Then second, astrophils. Bilobar nucleus in which granules are present. These granules are related with secretion of some secretions. These all cells are phagocytic in nature. Those are produced. That means neutrophils are phagocytic in nature, but astrophils are non-phagocytic. Those are secretory in nature. They secrete the secretions like antihistamine property bearing structures, as well as which is producing antitoxin, as well as they angle antigen antibody complex by phagocytosis. So important, that number is about 1 to 3% of the total WBC count. Then about basophils. In which nucleus is twisted, the number is about 0.5 to 1%. These are developed during infection, mostly during the allergic reaction. They secrete heparin, which is anticoagulating substance, as well as histamine, which is related with allergic reactions, and secretion called as serotonin, which is enzyme, which takes part in the vasoconstriction. So these are important granulocytes. Then about agranulocytes. Granules are absent. There are two types of cells in these agranulocytes. That is lymphocytes and monocytes. In the lymphocyte and in the monocyte, there is a difference in the shape of nucleus and size of the cells. The lymphocytes and monocytes, collectively called as agranulocytes, their number is about 28% of the total WBC count. They are derived from lymphoid stem cells. They are derived from lymphoid stem cells. These agranulocytes are important for the immunity development and for the engulfing material, that is foreign material. First, which is called as lymphocyte. Second is called as monocyte. Lymphocyte is small in size, monocyte is large in size. The smallest cell, while it is the largest cell, having diameter about 22 micron. The lymphocytes are of two types: B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. That means lymphocytes are produced in the bone marrow and matured there. T lymphocytes are produced in the bone marrow, but those are matured in the thymus gland, so called as T lymphocytes. These B lymphocytes are related with production of antibodies. These are related with the production of antibodies, while T lymphocytes are related with production of 5 types of cells, that is helper T cells, killer T cells, then memory T cells, suppressor T cells. In this way, these are helping to our body as a part of immune system. This B lymphocyte develops a special type of immune system called as humoral immunity, and T lymphocytes develops cell-mediated immunity. Then about monocytes, these are the largest cells. These are spherical in shape. Their number is about 25 to 30% of total WBC count. Their nucleus, which is kidney shaped, nucleus is spherical in shape. These monocytes becomes macrophages at the time of injury or infection. They handle the foreign material by phagocytosis. At the same time, they also clean up our body by eating up the debris, cell debris produced at the time of infection. So they are important. And then last about thrombocytes, the type of cell, thrombocytes. Another name is blood platelets. These are small, elliptical, non-nucleated structures. Those are produced in the red bone marrow from the megakaryocyte. That is the name of cell, megakaryocyte. These thrombocytes are the fragments of megakaryocytes. Their number is about 2.5 to 4.5 lakhs per cubic millimeter. Then we know that there are special terms about RBC, about WBC, and about blood platelets. If the number of RBC increases above the normal range, which is called as erythrocytosis. If WBC increases, called as leukocytosis. If blood platelets increase, called as thrombocytosis. Another, if number decreases, which is called as erythrocytopenia, leukopenia, and thrombocytopenia. Means if there is increase, called as cytosis. If decrease, penia, erythrocytosis, leukocytosis, thrombocytosis. Decreases in erythrocytopenia, leukopenia, and erythrocytopenia. Many times WBC count increases suddenly due to some pathological reason, leads into the blood cancer called as leukemia. So these are all few terms we will discuss about this. So in this way I will stop here. Next lecture we will discuss about blood clotting. Thank you.